They're very aggressive with the homeowner.
City Source is exposing the burglary scam that has victimized some Irving residents. Learn how to protect your neighbors and your loved ones.
Oh, I'm here about the Great Gatsby, fam, like anybody else would.
These events are celebrating the Great Gatsby. Find out why the library is focusing so much attention on this book.
I think my inverters are overheating because I'm starting to lose light.
I spent almost $200 on buying Transformer toys.
It is Comic-Con Fan Days. We are in the middle of all of the costumed characters at the convention center. Plus how children like this are being helped by local donations, a big boost at Irving's first community garden, and where to send trick-or-treaters. This is City Source. Hello and welcome to City Source. I'm Thomas Gandy. We are back at Irving's first community garden to see who is helping out now. That's coming up. But first, Irving Police are hoping you will help them spread the word about a burglary scam targeting older residents.
I'm going to give you a 5, Meredith.
These card players stop by Irving's Heritage Senior Center at least twice a week.
And we do this hand and foot game.
Spin off of canasta.
I'm going to be nice and give you a 10-pointer.
It's not only about the game.
We enjoy the fellowship.
A togetherness there. If someone has a burden, we share that burden with them.
Pat Bolger told the group when someone tried to scam her by phone.
We need your upfront payment now, and you can do it by giving us your checking account number, bank routing number. I said, oh, no, I'm sorry.
This is for real. Oh, my.
They don't have cheats at this card table, but know there are plenty out in the world.
Usually the seniors are the most gullible. I have to really be careful not to be gullible.
We told them about a new scam happening in Irving.
They are targeting senior citizens.
Bad guys are preying on good-natured residents who just want to help.
By nature, people want to believe other people and they want to trust other people, but it's unfortunate that situations like this do occur.
Here's how the latest scam works, and there are a few steps. First, the con men knock at your door saying they are with the City of Irving, Encore, or doing work for a neighbor, and they need access to your backyard to trim trees.
They're very aggressive with the homeowner, and they're able to get the unsuspecting homeowner to allow them access into their backyard.
Once the homeowner and con man are in the backyard, the guys use two-way radios to communicate with an accomplice to basically say the coast is clear.
That other suspect then gains entry into the home and commits a burglary.
With homeowners distracted outside, police say the burglars have been inside, grabbing small items such as cash and jewelry that they can get away with quickly. Investigators have only a vague description, but know they have been speaking Spanish into their two-way radios. Police want people to know this can be prevented.
Very rarely will there be an occasion where the city will actually have to go to a homeowner and ask for access into the backyard to trim trees. For instance, if someone's backyard backed up to a park, then that may be an issue. But they are telling me that that happens very seldom.
When Encore employees go through the neighborhoods and all the communities we serve, we carry badges that clearly identify all of the folks that work for us. Everyone is in an Encore uniform and actually arrives in an Encore marked vehicle.
To further check the identity of crews knocking at your door, Encore says it welcomes calls at 1-888-313-6862. To confirm a City of Irving crew, call police at 972-273-1010.
If it doesn't seem right, it's probably not right. If it doesn't feel right and you don't think it's legitimate, then it's probably not. Contact us.
It's important that all of us be vigilant and safe.
Water is the focus of another scam. Bad guys claim to be from the city and say they need to get in your home to test water quality.
The City of Irving is not going to call someone and ask for entry into their home to do a water test. That is only initiated by a resident. A resident would have to contact the city first.
These card players at the senior center are just learning about these latest scams.
We're more vulnerable than a lot of people, and we're there during the daytime. We'll inform all of our people that we play with.
They plan to share what they have learned. They have found that there will always be conmen up to no good, so they are listening to the advice from police and staying skeptical.
We want residents to have a measured level of suspicion when someone comes to your home and asks for access to your property. If you do not feel comfortable, then tell them no. Just say no, you can't have access.
But you just have to be aware. You need to be sensitive of what's going on around you.
Today you have to be very, very cautious of who you even talk to when they come to your door.
Lessons learned that may prevent more people from becoming crime victims. Staying on that police beat, let's see if you can be a City Source crime fighter. Check out this picture. Police say this man has been posing as an air conditioner repairman to get access to businesses. Once inside, he takes purses, cell phones, anything of value he sees on employees' desks. Investigators believe he is also targeting health clubs, including 24-hour fitness on Airport Freeway. If you recognize him, call 972-721-2353. And an update on this case from September. A tipster led to the arrest of the man suspected of robbing GameStop, the Sports Authority, and a Shell station. Keeping a watchful eye and providing tips is how you can be a City Source crime fighter. October is the month of the Big Read at Irving Libraries. The goal of the grant-funded program is to get all residents reading and talking about the same book. Valerie Mason covered some of the kickoff events.
Oh, I'm here about the Great Gatsby, ma'am, like anybody else would.
Ethan Milligan received his free copy of the Great Gatsby novel and stepped back in time to the 1920s.
Oh, I got me a mustache and my fedora.
This is the beginning of a month-long event called The Big Read. The goal is to get everyone in the city reading and talking about the same book. The Great Gatsby is this year's selection.
Today is our big kickoff. It's our Harlem Renaissance and 1920s Fabulous Festival.
Fabulous indeed, and it brought a crowd to the Central Library.
We've seen a decline for several decades in reading, so this just gets people excited about reading, and it makes people come to libraries and have a great time.
As you can see by this display, the library gets into the excitement of the Big Read in a big way. And this year is no different.
The Gift of Singing by James Weldon Johnson.
Visitors enjoyed performers, balloon animals, games, fashion, and more.
I think like all the activities are fun and they have something to do with the 20s.
My boyfriend showed me the flyer saying that they were handing out free books of The Great Gatsby. And I haven't actually read it yet. I've been wanting to. So I was excited, and we just saw the new movie.
The dazzling, star-studded movie helped bring the novel to the attention of younger readers.
The school district always partners with us, and that's great because we want to get a book that they can use in their curriculum. And this year, the junior class of the Irving Independent School District is all reading The Great Gatsby.
Free copies of The Great Gatsby will be given out throughout the month. And an alternative book called Dave at Night is available to elementary school students. At the Valley Ranch Library, this kickoff event included four-legged friends. It was called Diva Dogs and the Great Gatsby. Pets paraded in costumes and competed for prizes.
We've been doing this for all the big reads, and it's a really great event, and you see dogs and cats dressed up in all sorts of fun costumes.
Events will be going on throughout October. Irving is one of 77 cities across the country hosting the Big Read. It's a program sponsored by the National Endowment for the Arts.
We've been doing big read events for 8 years now, and it just gets better and better every year.
Don't miss out on this exciting reading adventure. Visit the library's website for more information at cityofirving.org/library. Valerie Mason for City Source.
The Irving Convention Center at Las Colinas has hosted more than 650 events since its opening. Among the most popular, those celebrating comics and sci-fi. We checked out the costumed crowds at Comic-Con Fan Days. It's Comic-Con Fan Days. a return event at the Irving Convention Center that only seems to get bigger. Buying comic books is just one attraction. There is a lot more for sale.
I spent almost $200 on buying Transformer toys.
Oh, the sales have been great. We go from like the flat tops, we go all the way up to the tricorns, we have the bells, so all the unique styles.
You can see it is clearly a dress to impress event.
Really to kind of showcase the costumes.
Our crew caught up with fans who spent weeks on their costumes.
I've actually been working on this for 2 months. It's the Siren from Tron. I think my inverters are overheating because I'm starting to lose light.
I'm Captain America, kind of the World War II super soldier version. This is a vintage swimsuit that I just kind of fabric painted to do the right thing.
Now there is a new place to show them off.
They're putting out a red carpet and they're setting scheduled times during the day. Fans that are here can take pictures of each other in costume. And some of these costumes are serious, they're serious investments.
It's a Jedi.
I'm Miss Marvel, and the mask is glued on with this type of putty.
We all kind of go to school together, and we all like the Avengers.
Cameras are snapping pictures here on the red carpet and all over the building. On the upper floors, fans have a chance to get closer to the stars. Jason David Frank was one of the Power Rangers.
I've been signing autographs, meeting some cool fans. Had a Q&A yesterday, have a VIP meet and greet. Really just connecting with the fans and just saying hi to everybody. It's been 20 years anniversary for the Power Rangers.
These Harry Potter fans just met Tom Felton.
He's like the nicest guy. It was awesome.
So nice.
I actually got a picture with Giancarlo Esposito from Breaking Bad.
Experiences like that keep the fans coming back.
This is actually my third time being here.
This is my fourth one.
Organizer C2 Ventures actually does 3 events with us a year. One in February, the big monstrous one in May, and then one again in October, and all of them are growing. That's a genre that's growing everywhere, and we're seeing that obviously here.
I'm drawing Harley Quinn. She's like a Batman villainous.
Graham Nolan is known for his work with DC Comics and others.
Gotten to meet a lot of nice people, got to do a lot of drawings. It's been fun.
Nice for the artists and the fans.
Oh, I think it's great. I think it's great. It's great for the fans. It's great for everybody to come out and take a look at everything going on.
I love it. It's awesome.
We talk about more of the successful events at the Convention Center on the current edition of our talk show, Open Line. If you have not yet caught it on TV, look for it on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/The City of Irving. And here's a look at some of what is to come at the Convention Center. November 22nd is the Beaujolais and Beyond Wine Festival. November 24th, USA Judo returns with the President's Cup. Find details and a full listing of public events at irvingconventioncenter.com. Coming up, we check the progress at Irving's first community garden, but first, WebWatch, our most popular and most talked about videos online. A clear favorite is our story on the Strangling Brothers Haunted Circus, a new attraction in Irving for Halloween. It has gotten thousands of views. Dream Baby wrote on YouTube, "Going next Friday, can't wait. Hope you had fun and that Dream Baby wasn't changed to Nightmare Baby." Get it? It's supposed to be scary there. Anyway, the story on senior scams we brought you at the beginning of this show has already been shared a lot online. On the police department's Facebook page, Jan Lees Thomason wrote, "Great advice. Thank you, City of Irving." You're welcome. Rounding out the Web Watch, our look at DFW airport renovations from a few months back. It continues to attract a lot of views every week. If you missed any of those stories, find them at the all-new ICTN.tv. That's also where you can watch us live 24/7. Plus, catch us at youtube.com/The City of Irving. We have nearly 1,000 videos for you to watch, and we always like it when you leave us a comment. We have been following the progress at Irving's first community garden as it flourishes, and it just got a big boost in its mission to help feed people nutritious meals from a large-scale volunteer effort. Lauren Gray has that story.
The rooster crows and the vegetation grows, but this isn't the country. This community garden is in the city.
We are the only community garden in the city of Irving at this time.
Located at Bear Creek Community Church, the garden is less than 1 year old. but has already made a lasting impact in Irving,
It's brought us closer to our neighbors.
becoming not only a place for beauty and awe, but also education, nourishment, relaxation, and service.
This has been a community effort. We've gotten volunteers from everywhere.
Senior pastor and Irving City Council member Dennis Webb is pleased with the garden's progress.
We never envisioned at this point, 8 months later, that we would have this much on the ground and in the ground. So it's a good feeling to pull up and see the accomplishments that from the vision of one person has come to fruition in so short a time.
And he welcomes more residents to take part in the effort.
We also want more volunteers and more people from the community to actually come and be a part of this garden.
And on this day, help is on the way. Barbara Bush Middle and Ranch U High School teachers arrived all smiles, ready to replant, repaint, and retain Irving's first community garden.
You'll see we've got a garden we're very proud of.
Teachers typically spend weekday afternoons educating within the confines of a classroom. But for their day of service, these educators traded in their red pens for paint and other outdoor projects.
We just want to help out these nice folks over here who really are out here to provide a beautiful garden for their neighborhood, and just to help spruce it up and make the whole area just look a little nicer, a little better to be at and enjoy.
I'm weeding the butterfly and bee garden. It's a great way to spend the afternoon.
Helping in the garden hits home for some because they see the effects of the lack of nutrition in their classrooms.
We do have kids that, this would benefit them because their parents don't have much.
And this is one of the many things Gerald Taylor, garden director, strives to solve.
When we're in harvest mode, one of the things that we have found that is really successful and good for us is as our families come to our clothes closet or our food pantry, we ask them, do they want any fresh garden vegetables? And we will allow them to come out here and pick on their own.
Initially, when the church began this project, they were only able to help out a limited amount of people. But now, after a full year, they're able to service at least 30 families. Talk about a turnout for turnips and tomatoes.
So our garden turned out being more than just a traditional garden. It opened up a learning opportunity for our children and adults.
We made about 15 of those.
So while the work was tough,
I've been doing the nail guns and I've been pulling it, so my finger's a little tired doing the nail gun.
educators enjoyed the day's events and look forward to sharing their experience with students.
So this is kind of model for them how we want them to live their lives, not just in the classroom, but outside the classroom and when they become adults.
Lauren Gray for City Source.
We have a sad follow-up to that story. Within days of that event, Gerald Taylor lost his battle with liver cancer.
What I'm going to remember about Gerald Taylor probably is his passion for gardening and his love for people. And his commitment even in the face of a death sentence over his head, whereby he was told he only had about 8 months to live. Majority of the work that he did for the community garden and for the program of community gardening, he did it in that 6 to 7 month window that he knew he was dying.
And in the short period of time to make all of the volumes of success they've made at that community garden is phenomenal. To have 35 raised beds that are adopted, to have a children's bed, to have fruit trees growing out there, and to have all of that done within an 8 or 9 month period of time is really truly a phenomenal and a tribute to him and his energy and his dedication.
Here's another melon, but this is a different kind, see?
It was just contagious. You're around him and he's in the garden for 3, 4, 5 hours a day, and you kind of start doing the same thing. So our commitment is that we're not going to let Gerald down. We're going to honor Gerald's memory by ensuring that the garden not only continues, but that it continues to grow with the vision that he had for it.
The biggest reward is to have our children. One of our church members' children said to him the other day, "Jesus is in the garden." That was a big reward. Another one was one of our little young people said that when she grows up, she wants to be a Christian and she wants to grow food and give it to people. That's the satisfaction. That's what this is really truly all about.
Clearly, a lot of people will miss him. And as you heard, one of Taylor's goals was to make the Bear Creek Community Garden an example for others to follow. The City of Irving has help available through a grant program. A meeting to help people apply is set for Friday, November 8th at 1:30 p.m. at City Hall. Applications and more information are at cityofirving.org/begreen. Those applications are due on November 30th. The Heritage Crossing Business Alliance changed the date and time for trick-or-treating in Heritage Crossing. It is now set for Saturday, October 26th. You can see that last year it attracted some kids in costume eager to get candy, but by holding it on Saturday afternoon, business owners hope to draw crowds from a free concert already scheduled nearby. Trick-or-treaters can turn out on Main Street in costume from noon until 4 p.m. and again that date is Saturday, October 26th. Irving's Veterans Memorial Park Committee will be honoring those who have served the country. As we have seen in past years, the event includes a remembrance and time for reflection at the park. But the program begins before that inside the Central Library with special speakers and music. This year's event is set for Monday, November 11th at 1:30 p.m. at the Central Library. Irving employees are among those helping a charity help children with mobility challenges. Brooke Pratt learned more about the Irving Ambucks and found out some of the success stories.
Brittany, pictured on the left, has a form of cerebral palsy and could never ride bikes with her twin sister Abby without someone pushing her, until now. She has a unique bike called an Amtrike. Her feet are strapped to the pedals and she uses the handles to help propel the bike.
It's really exciting to see the children's eyes light up and to just see everybody and the satisfaction you get for knowing you helped someone who can't ride a regular little bicycle.
Brittany didn't have to buy the bike though. The Irving chapter of American Business Club, or Ambucks, gave it to her for free.
That's one of the things that kind of gets a lot of us involved in Ambucks. When you see these kids that are in need.
This group is the top Ambucks chapter in the nation when it comes to donating Amtrikes. In the last 15 years, they've given away 1,829 of them to kids with disabilities.
They love them, and some of them we've been told they want to take them to bed with them.
The Amtraks were designed by a physical therapist and can cost anywhere between $200 to $1,400. Ambucks works with therapists in the North Texas area to donate the trikes to kids who need them.
We don't claim to heal children. We do claim, and the doctors and physical therapists do claim, that this certainly helps them a great deal in their muscular problems, and they get an exercise that they have never gotten.
Ambucks hosts fundraisers throughout the year to pay for the Amtrikes. Other nonprofit groups often chip in as well. A group of City of Irving employees who are part of a volunteer organization are here to demonstrate the meaning of their name, Team Hope, helping others prosper every day.
We think you guys do such a good job. We wanted to help you out and we want to give you a check for $500 from Team Hope.
Group members say once you see a child receive their bike, you get hooked on the Ambucks mission to create mobility and independence for people with disabilities.
When you see them come here and the parents have got tears in their eyes, we have tears in our eyes. We sort of create a new life for them.
Ambucks meets for lunch every Thursday at Los Lupes in the Irving Mall. They say anyone wishing to join is welcome. In fact, you only need one qualification.
Breathing. That's pretty much it. There's not an age limit.
Brooke Pratt for City Source.
Time now for our Pets of the Week, so let's head out to the Animal Care Campus.
Thank you for joining us for this week's Pet of the Week. First up today, we have Miss Lucy, who is about a 5-year-old hound mix. This sweet, calm little girl was an owner surrender because they could not keep her where they were living. She's looking for a forever home where she can relax and love and play and hold hands and sit beside you all day. This little girl is going to make a great addition to any home. Please come visit with her today and take her home to be your new family member. This sweet little girl is named Chloe. She's about 11 months old and she was an owner surrender because her family had a change in their lifestyle. This sweet little girl is looking for a place where she can cuddle when it's cool and play anytime it's nice outside. Please come and visit with her today. She's looking for a great forever home. This little playful girl here is Miss Sassy. She is a bobtail kitty. She is an orange tabby and very sassy. She definitely lives up to her name. This playful little girl is looking for a home where she can play, run around the house, and be a fun, playful kitty all day long. Please come and visit with her today. She's looking for a great, playful home.
All right, thanks a lot. The Animal Care Campus is located at 4140 Valley View Lane. It is open Tuesday through Friday from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. Then on Saturday, the hours are 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. Employees at one of Irving's businesses pitch in to beautify a park. See that on the next City Source. Plus, food trucks are taking off in popularity as people look for the chance to try out different fare. We are checking out the food truck scene in Irving. Email us your thoughts on our stories. The address is ictn@cityofirving.org. We may read some of your messages right here on the show or comment on our videos at youtube.com/thecityofirving. And that's it for this edition of City Source. We leave you now with more of the fun at Comic-Con Fan Days at the Irving Convention Center. Thanks to everyone who was a part of this one, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.